Cher appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in February 2026 and spent several minutes explaining why she has consistently been one of Donald Trump's most outspoken critics.
Like, on paper, he looks so good, you know? He was brought up rich, he had a good education, he's got all these young chicks, I don't know how young, but he's got all these young chicks, and he just keeps trading them in on younger chicks, and he's got all this money, and he's famous, and still he's such a I've been alive for 13 presidents, and I have never seen anyone like the president that we have. I can't even call him the president, right? That has been willing to destroy our country for money and power. I've never seen it, never believed that it could happen. He's an asshole. I have nothing good to say about him. I've never had anything good to say about him.
Say one nice thing about him.
There's nothing nice about him. I can't say one nice thing about him. I've lived through like 14 presidents, and I never thought that there would be a president that wouldn't care, that doesn't even like Americans. Sometimes I saw him in this place called Mezzaluna, and he was very like, get up and go get the salt, go to the bathroom 12 times. It was like, dude, everyone sees you, no one gives a fuck, okay? We're rich, we're famous, we don't care who you are. And like, right. And the comb over looks worse after skiing than it did when you started. He's an asshole. He just seems to steamroll all over everybody, and he just has this ongoing dialogue that you just go, what is happening? He doesn't want to be president. He wants to, he said no one's more surprised than him. He wants the crowds, he wants the adulation, doesn't give a shit about the world. Should not be he shouldn't be in control of the remote, okay? He just shouldn't, except tweeting me. It's like, I said, dude, get a grip, okay? I don't think Lincoln or Kennedy would tweet me. So if you want to be president, just up your game a little bit. He is so dangerous, and what he brings to my country, what he's awakened in my country is bigotry and distrust and a certain kind of supremacy in certain groups, and he lies. Someone who would bring down the country because he doesn't win does not deserve anything, deserves nothing. He deserves nothing. He does not deserve any kind of respect, loyalty. I have to tell you something. If someone said that my daughter was a hot piece of ass, I would put my fist through his face. I was thinking, you know, all despots, you know, Stalin, Hitler, but then I thought, you know, even though they said the same things, we're going to make Germany great again. And it was at a time when the Deutschmark, I think, was 25 cents. And also, like, look at Brexit. These people just screwed themselves so badly because they were angry, and they didn't think that it could get worse. They didn't think that they thought their anger was going to, you know, that Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson were going to lead them to the promised land, and then they win, and Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson go, we can't do anything, we lied. It's just the strangest thing. I've been alive for 11 presidents, and I've never seen anything like him, and I understand why the world is terrified that he's now going to be the president of the United States. And the people who will suffer the most are millennials, and they will suffer because the people he will bring with him will put an end to any hope that women have of getting the rights that we had in Roe versus Wade. I believe they will put an end to any gay marriage. They will put an end to gay adoption. It's not going to hurt me. I'm 70. It's not going to do anything to me, but it's going to do stuff to young people. And that really scares me, and it really bothers me. Not his people. Some of the people, you know, came on Twitter and said, you know, you're a crybaby and you're a whiner. And I never cried and I don't whine. But I want to do something because I don't believe in him. And I feel sorry for the people who do. In America, we're really suffering because we had no help. We had no leadership. So, I mean, It's really, if your president doesn't care if you live or die, that's a pretty hard pill to swallow, because you're just sitting there going, why isn't someone helping me?
During the interview, Cher criticized Trump's policies, his treatment of women, his leadership style, his handling of major events, and what she described as a lack of empathy. Her comments were direct and left little doubt about her opinion. According to the narrative, Trump, who has often responded publicly to celebrity criticism, did not comment on the interview for roughly 2 days. The script argues that one particular statement made during the conversation stood out. When Colbert asked what concerned her most about Trump, Cher first discussed policy and leadership before pausing and saying that, in her opinion, he has a way of presenting completely opposite ideas as though both are equally convincing. The observation was delivered calmly and without personal insults. Rather than accusing Trump of any specific falsehood, Cher offered her view of his communication style. The commentary argues that this framing was significant because it focused on how messages are delivered rather than on proving or disproving any individual statement. For viewers who remember a time when politicians were expected to maintain consistent public positions, the point may resonate differently. Cher suggested that Trump can describe the country in dramatically different ways depending on the context, while speaking with equal confidence each time. The audience remained quiet as she gave examples intended to illustrate what she meant. The discussion centered on contrasting themes that critics have often highlighted in Trump's public remarks. According to the script, Trump remained active on Truth Social during the following 2 days, commenting on political opponents, judges, and the media, but did not mention Cher. The narrative presents that silence as unusual because Trump has previously responded quickly to criticism from well-known entertainers. When he later commented publicly, the script says he criticized Cher personally and questioned her relevance rather than responding directly to her observation about his communication style. The commentary argues that Cher's statement was difficult to answer because it was framed as an observation rather than a factual allegation. Whether viewers agreed with her or not, the discussion focused on rhetorical style instead of any single disputed claim. According to the narrative, that distinction shaped the public reaction. The emphasis shifted away from individual facts and toward broader patterns in public communication. The script concludes by noting that Trump has not directly addressed the observation itself, while Cher has not revisited the topic publicly since the interview. Its broader point is that some political commentary has the greatest impact not because it is louder, but because it encourages audiences to compare words, tone, and consistency for themselves. The comments are open. The final takeaway is that certain observations continue to circulate because they invite viewers to evaluate public statements on their own, rather than relying solely on partisan arguments. That, according to the script, is the recurring pattern it seeks to highlight